Okay, this is ICS321, and I'm going to try to produce a short video here on how to do your first assignment, or the second part of your first assignment, that is entering the SQL statements. And so I'm going to, when I make this video, I'm going to, the system takes a long time to actually grade. The first 10 SQL statements are auto-graded, but this takes a while for the system to do that. So I'm going to actually edit this video and cut out that time. But when you are doing it yourself, keep in mind that it may take a little while, maybe up to 30 seconds, maybe for your answer to be graded. All right, so I'm going to share my screen here. And let's see. So I have it open to ICS321. Let's go to the assignment. And you should I posted this a week or two ago. And so I hope you've had a chance to do this first part here, and to actually import in the database. For the first part, you need to create the database. And I show you how to do that in a previous video. I actually go through this, and you create the database, and then I provide this SQL, a bunch of insert statements here, which you run. You run this as a single SQL file, and it populates the database. So presumably you've done that, and I think I might have, okay, so I've opened up my cPanel here. You have one just like this. And when you go into PHPMyAdmin, you should be able to see your database here. Okay, here it is. All right. So so let's go back and look at the assignment. Okay, so you have 15 or so, a set of 15 questions here, and you know, you can work with your neighbor on this, but you're all going to submit your own work. The first question is to write the SQL statements to list all the columns for all the tables. So there are 5 tables, so that's going to be 5 SQL statements. And then there's more, and they get more difficult. I'd like you to enter your answers by clicking a link here. And when you come here, you see here. When you come here, you enter your username. And just the first part, not the @hawaii.edu. Press enter, and it will send you an email. And so you can check your email, and here it is. And it'll be the last. One it sent you, and so that's this link here. You click on the link, and here we are. So we're ready to enter in our answers. So, for example, the first one, write an SQL statement to list all the columns and rows of the owner table. Well, that's simply SQL, select asterisk from owner, that's it. And you click submit. And I'm going to pop up the time here if I can. So it does take a little while, but it was able to confirm that you entered the correct SQL statement. And so it shows here what your statement produces, what the correct answer produces. It executes the correct answer on the same database, gets the same thing. And then the way it tells if these two are equal is it first confirms that the columns and the rows are equal. And then it does a natural join of this one and this one, and if that ends up also being the same, then we know that these two are equal. So so you can enter in these answers, same thing. So for 1.1 to 1.5, that's the 5 SQL tables, and then you know, we've got another. They can get more complicated. This one would be select these things here. from employee where experience level equals master. Okay, so that took a while, but anyway, that was the correct answer. Let's try to do another one here that might be more interesting for you. Okay, how about this one? Write an SQL statement to list the last name and the first name of employees who have worked on a property in Seattle. Okay, so and we're supposed to use a subquery. So it helps to bring up your database, and we can work on the solution to this. It does show the tables down here, and what we're going to have to do is we're going to find properties in Seattle, property IDs in Seattle, and then these are property service. So this is the working part, employees working on properties doing this type of service. And so we're going to use this table, and then this table is going to connect us to employees. So we should be able to figure out employees that worked on properties in Seattle. Okay, so to do that, let's start with our the properties, and let's write a select statement to get where. And I'm going to, instead of doing Seattle, there's only one Seattle there. I'm going to do something that's got more properties. So let's try Redmond. Okay, where city is equal to Redmond, and that would look like this. And but we're only interested in the property ID. So let's edit this and let's make this property ID. Okay, and so that one looks like this. So this is the set of property IDs. So let's remember that, because we're going to use this as a set, and we're going to use it as a term in an expression that has an in it. So this is a set of properties in Redmond, and it returns a property ID. So now I'm going to select some records from property service where property ID is in this set, and this will return all of the work that's been done on properties in Redmond. And so here it is, and but we're only interested in the employee ID. So so I'm going to say employee ID right here. And so really, I'm just interested in these employees. These are employees that have worked on the properties in Redmond. There's only, looks like there's 2 employees worked multiple times. We actually could make sure that it produces a relation. That's a relation. That's fine. But anyway, this is a set. And now we're going to search and see who these employees are. So let's select asterisk from employee where employee ID is in this set. And that would be these employees. Now, we only need the last name and the first name, so really we can just do first name, last name. Oops. There we go. And so this is the first name and the last name of the employees that worked in Redmond I'm actually not interested in Redmond. Remember, I'm really interested in Seattle. So that would be, just do that. And it's just Sam Smith. So I would say this is our answer. Let's copy this and pop it into here. And let's see if this is correct. Submit. And it looks like it is correct. All right. So I hope that gets you started. And you're able to answer all these questions. You'll notice now that I've got scores here. There are these last 5 need to be graded manually because it's possible that the output can include nulls, and the method that we use to compare if the rel vars are equal does not work well with nulls. So we've got to come up with another method for that. But anyway, the first 10 or so can be graded by the machine, and so you can just work on them until you get all those points, and then I hope in the next week or 2 I'll have something to help with these last 5. But anyway, I hope that gets you started, and thanks for watching.